Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Sunday Reset video. My name is Tiffany and I am super excited to have you joining me today. We're gonna jump right on into this. I am actually getting started by putting together this little cardboard playhouse. I had purchased this from Amazon, looking for something for my boys to do. This was actually our last day of spring break. Everybody was done. They were tired of being around each other. They were looking for things to do, and I had actually purchased this as a Christmas gift, and it didn't come until after Christmas. So I saved it for a rainy day or a beautiful day where everybody is just done, and today was that day. So I'm just putting this together really quickly. It was super duper easy and wanted something for the boys to enjoy on their last day. But in today's video, we're going to be marking things off the list as usual. Just got some tidying up to do, some last minute things to do before we get back to school tomorrow. And unfortunately, spring break is over. I'm super bummed. We've got 7 weeks until summer break, 7 weeks straight. We're going to just plow through these next few weeks and really look forward to our upcoming summer break. So I am super glad that you're joining me today. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Tiffany. Like I said, I am an elementary school counselor, and I have 5 crazy kiddos, ranging from a freshman in high school all the way down to a kindergartner. And my husband is a junior high special education teacher. So here's some of my hooligans now, still in their pajamas, enjoying the day, enjoying this really cool playhouse that they had. And yeah, like I said, we have got a full house and we love it. So I'm glad you're here. We're moving into some plant propagation now. My husband had purchased a really cool propagation station for me while we were on Long Island for Easter break, and I was dying to get some things into it. So I have this big giant pothos, lives on my floor, and I am just cutting off some pieces to add into that propagation station. Now, if you've never done this before, I do have a whole video on house plants, and there is a section in there about how to propagate them, so you can check that out. I'm sure there's tons of videos here on YouTube if you need some more information, but it's actually really, really simple. It's just a matter of cutting the leaves below the node and just letting them sit in the water until they have some nice roots, and then you plant them in the dirt. It's very, very simple, and it's really pretty while you're waiting. So this is fun because you can actually see the growth. I don't have to just continuously pull the leaf out of the water, but this will be fun to watch the roots grow. So love this little propagation station, and thank you to my sweet husband for thinking of me when he saw it. Moving on to the next weekly chore, that's washing the sheets. I always start with my comforter. I don't wash it every single week. I usually wash it every other week, or every 3 weeks, depending on, what it needs. But the sheets get washed every week. So if the comforter is getting washed that week, that goes in the wash first. And then I toss these in afterwards. So I do believe that the comforter was already washed. I can't remember on this day. We'll have to see here in a little bit. But update about this bed. I talked about this bed a while back. I purchased this on Wayfair. However, you can also find one identical on Amazon. And what I liked about it was it didn't require a box spring, and I was super stoked about that. Oh yeah, my comforter is there in the washer. There it is. But we liked the idea of not having a box spring because it just allows for more airflow around your mattress, and our mattress gets really hot. So we were really, really excited about that. And I still love that bed. I get a lot of questions about it. I love it a lot. I'll have it linked for you down below. It's very affordable. And then the mattress itself is also very affordable. That is a memory foam mattress, king size. It is a firm bed, and we bought it for less than $400. So extremely affordable, again, from Amazon. We figured, let's give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, we can always get another one. It's not that expensive, and we love it. So again, I will have that linked for you down below if you're in the market. And next up, we're moving on to a monthly chore. This is some Rid-X. So here in our new build, we live in New England, in the country, in the forest. We have a septic tank. So one of the things that our builder suggested to us was to add Rid-X once a month. So you see me reading the box because I've never done this before. This is the first time we're doing this. It was really, really easy. I know there's plenty of different ways to do this. If you have a better idea, you can let me know down below. I'm definitely open to listening to different options and ideas, but this is the one our builder suggested. So that's what we're doing. And now we're moving outside to the potting table. This potting table, I have to tell you, has gotten so much use since my husband built this for me. I love being out here at this table so much. I am actually asking him to build me something very, very similar to this for a beverage table for the deck. So stay tuned. I think I've got him convinced. But I just keep telling him, look how often I use the potting table. But so today we're going to be repotting a couple of things. We're also going to be potting some propagated plants. That first pot you see me doing right there is from TJ Maxx. I added some rocks to the bottom before I added the dirt so that it would have some, a way to drain the water. And then now I'm adding in these pothos leaves that were propagated. So in this one, I'm actually going to add several independent leaves. So I think I'm adding in maybe 6, and that's because I want a bigger plant. You don't have to do this. You could just add one, and I have lots of pots throughout my house that just have one, but I wanted to have, a pretty full potted plant here. So I'm taking these that I had potted in that smaller one, and I'm adding them to this bigger one as well. So I think total it has 6 propagated leaves. So that'll be a nice big full plant. I'm excited to watch that one grow. And then in the glass cup that you see right there, I have some propagated pileas. That's the Chinese money plant. Those are little babies that I took off of my large pilea when I repotted that bad boy, which since I repotted it, it is doing fantastic. It is getting so big. I actually had a viewer ask me if it was fake because it looks so good. So I'm really, really impressed with how that's doing. So if you have a plant that just seems like it's outgrowing your pot, I would highly recommend that you find a bigger pot because there's nothing worse than it not having room to grow. So these other pots I picked up at Michael's, this one that I'm trying to take the sticker off of, I could not get it off to save my life. Maybe I did get it off this one, but I couldn't get it off the next one. I don't remember. But I picked those up at Michael's for 50% off. I thought they were really pretty. They look handmade, and I really, really liked them. So again, I put a little bit of rock down at the bottom, and then now I'm adding in the dirt. The rocks I just find in my yard, and that's just so that the water doesn't stay in the dirt. It does drain down into the bottom. And I have this really pretty plant here. I'm not sure what this is, but it's really pretty. I purchased it at my local grocery store, and I put it in this pot, but it's lived in here now for the past week, and I think I've decided it's way too big for this pot. So it's gonna get repotted again. I just need to get something bigger, but it's living in there for now. And like I said, in that little cup right there, you can see the pilea that I took off of the big one. And there's a really, really small one in there that you probably can't see from this angle, but you'll see it when I repot it. It is just a tiny little thing, and hopefully it does well, because Pileas are one of my absolute favorite houseplants. In my last Sunday reset video, I talked about this storm door that we just recently installed. I am living for this door, you guys. I love the natural light that it brings in. I love being able to look outside at the flowers and everything on the front porch. When the leaves come in on the trees, it's going to be just gorgeous in the fall when the leaves are changing. I just love it. I love how much nature there is around us, and this was such a good investment. If you have been considering a storm door like this, I would highly recommend it. So as I was walking in and out with those plants, I realized that there were lots of little faces and handprints all over it. So it needed to be cleaned. So that is what I am doing here. And I'm just using the Method window cleaner. I like the smell of it. I think it's very minty maybe, but I really like it. So just gonna get this bad boy wiped down. Another chore that I feel like is never ending is laundry. That's just one load, you guys. I have so much laundry. It's ridiculous. Now, granted, there are 7 of us. I do have 5 kiddos, so it does get, backed up very easily, but you're not going to see me finish this load because while I was folding, my mother-in-law stopped by. So I turned off the camera so we could chat and hang out while I finished folding. And now I am moving into putting these sheets back on. So my room's kind of a mess. You're going to notice that the nightstands are a little messy, but that was not on my priority list for this day. Just getting the sheets cleaned and ready to go for bedtime was really important to me. There's nothing better than, getting in your bed and, with clean sheets. Just smells so good. So we're going to get this bed made and on to the next item. So something that I do every single Sunday, and I've talked about it in almost every single Sunday reset, is water my plants. This is something, you guys, that is not just, good for my plants, but it's good for my soul. I don't know how to explain it. There is something about caring for the plants in my house and, on my porch and my deck. I don't know what it is. There's just something about caring for my plant babies that just makes me feel really relaxed, and I don't even know how to explain it. So what I just did there was pop in a little bit of indoor plant food. You can purchase this from the grocery store, from Walmart, hardware stores, Amazon, anywhere that you buy anything plant related. You can find indoor plant food. It's really important to feed your plants. I've talked about this before. It's really important to regularly clean the leaves. This just keeps them really, really healthy. And if you watch as I go through my house, I have a ton of plants and they're all thriving. And I can't really think of anything that I do differently other than making sure that they're watered regularly. I water them every single Sunday, and that I give them plant food every other week. So if you have some house plants that you are not feeding, I would highly recommend that you give it a try and see what it does to your plants. I just feel like it makes a really big difference. So I'm going to take some time to walk through my house and slowly water all those babies and somehow water my soul at the same time. And here we are at the end of my list. As you can see, I've got 2 things left on it: preparing the backpacks and putting up the dog gate, which I did not get to this day. But tomorrow is Monday. We're back to school. So I like to take some time to go through backpacks, empty out anything that doesn't need to be in there, and get them hung and ready to go for the week. This little area right here by my front door, we actually put this in right after we first moved in, and I love this area. I don't keep the backpacks up here all weekend, but during the week and come Sunday afternoon, they're up there and ready to go. We'll line up the shoes in the evening and time to get to school. So that is it for this Sunday reset video, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a little bit of motivation today. And if you enjoyed it, I'd love for you to consider giving it a thumbs up. And I'd love to have you subscribe, come back for more. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.